Today I'm going to show you exactly how to add H1, H2, and H3 heading tags in your WordPress posts and pages, and explain why these tags are so important for your website's structure, readability, and SEO. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know not only how to use headings, but why you should use them thoughtfully in every piece of content you publish. Let's start with the basics. What are H1, H2, and H3 tags? Think of your post like a book. The H1 or heading 1 is the book's title. It's the main subject, the central idea that tells visitors and search engines. This is what this page is about. Next comes H2, which you can think of as the chapter titles. These organize your content into meaningful sections, so people and Google can easily see the main topics covered. H3 is a subsection within each chapter, helping you add even more detail and keep your information neatly arranged. Imagine scrolling through a recipe. H2 might be ingredients, while H3 lists spices or dairy, making everything easy to scan and digest. Now let's jump into WordPress and see how simple it is to add these headings using the block editor, also called Gutenberg. If you're creating a new post or page, take a look at the very top. Where it says Add Title, the text you enter here automatically becomes your H1 tag for that post. WordPress does this behind the scenes, so you usually don't need to manually insert an H1 within your content. It's one less thing to worry about. For adding H2, H3, or even deeper heading levels, you'll use heading blocks. Here's how. Click the plus icon, that's your block inserter. If you don't see heading right away, just type it into the search bar and select the heading block when it appears. Now, before you start typing your section title, take a look at the block's toolbar. There's a drop-down usually set to H2 by default. You can change this to H3, H4, or whatever fits your hierarchy, but most of the time H2 and H3 are what you need. Go ahead and type your heading, for example, frequently asked questions as an H2, and then individual questions as H3s below. This part might take a few moments if you're organizing a longer post. But don't rush it. Thinking through your heading structure is worth it for both readers and your site's overall SEO health. A couple of best practices will really help you get the most from your headings. First, keep a logical hierarchy. Always use headings in sequence. So after your H1, move to H2 and then to H3, rather than skipping straight from H2 to H4. It's like building a house. You wouldn't put the roof on without walls. This clear structure makes your content easier to understand, both for visitors and for search engines trying to rank your site. Also, stick to one H1 per page. That single H1 should sum up the main topic. Adding extra H1s can actually confuse Google and makes your content less effective for ranking. Another tip is to include keywords naturally in your headings. Use your primary keyword in the H1 and sprinkle related keywords into your H2 and H3 if it fits. But don't force it. Keyword stuffing isn't helpful, and it can even hurt your search performance. Always write for the reader first. Good headings make navigation easy, especially for people using screen readers or scanning quickly on mobile. Lastly, remember, headings are for structure, not for style. If you just want bigger or bolder text, use the built-in styling options or CSS, not heading tags. Misusing headings for design can mess up both readability and SEO. And there you have it, a straightforward way to organize your WordPress content with H1, H2, and H3 tags. If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. And let me know in the comments if you have any questions or tips of your own. Don't forget to subscribe for more WordPress tutorials just like this. Thanks for watching and happy editing.